what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Now I gotta wear these because the freaking lights bother my eyes. There's too many lights.
Oh, you're so sensitive.
I am very sensitive. The only problem is I can't read the cards and stuff, so I gotta sort of.
Freddie's words to live by. If only we had hit the record button for the past hour.
Why?
Because there's an SNL skit, and they do this very calm words to live by. Brought to you by Freddie Santori.
I
And you
don't
get on and bam, 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 bam. That's what we should
I
have
don't
done.
tie people up.
Who said you tied people
You
up?
said LNS.
Excuse me? Who said you tied people
You
up?
did right now.
Did anyone hear those words come out of my mouth? No. No. You should be hanging out with Bianca.
What did you say?
I said SNL always has the skits very calm.
SNL. Isn't
Saturday Night Live.
that SONL, not SNL? SNL. Because
Words to live
isn't
by.
SNL like sadist, masochist?
That would be
people?
S&M.
That.
No.
How you know that? Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Gotcha. Nice glasses too. How you doing today?
You should wear glasses.
I should.
Yeah, I'll go get some. Because you can't find yours.
So we got a fun show lined up for you.
I swear, it is dark in here.
We got the crew on point. Got a lot of work going on here. We got Camcast commercials. We got new commercials for Jordana. We got new commercials going on for some of our artists. One of our interns has graduated, so congratulations
Well,
to
I
all
want
of the
to.
graduates.
I want to bring her on because Vinny, you cue that up. I want to bring Haley out here so we can embarrass the hell out of her. Let's put it on camera 3, maybe. Put it on camera 3, Slick. Haley, come on out here.
Vinny. A1.
Haley, come on out because we need to congratulate you. Your graduation. Go sit over there in camera 3.
It's a big day,
We're
huge
gonna sit
day.
there? Okay. So where's the music? Cue it up. I played this on the cello. For 4 years I had to play this song. I had to play this for everybody who graduated. When I was in high school, I was
On the cello?
on the cello.
Really?
Why are you laughing?
And there she goes, the graduate.
And there is
What
no,
it
don't
is.
say that, 'cause that's a bad movie. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you. Very nice. Congratulations. All the hard work that you've done. And we want to use this opportunity to thoroughly embarrass you.
Okay.
But congratulations. How do you feel now that you're going to University of Central Florida, right?
I feel good. It's exciting. New chapter. Yeah. Pretty
ready
much
to
the
go?
same
Are you-
because not leaving school really because we were online for so long, but still good. Still nice. Like,
Have you been away from home before to go to school and stuff?
no.
Should it be the first?
Yeah.
Are you going to school or are you going to do it online?
For the summer I'm here and then in the fall I leave.
So she's here with us for a little bit longer. I must say, she's the only high school intern that we have ever had. She's amazing.
Now I look around, there's a bunch of high schoolers in here.
I don't think Josh is in high school. He's at FAU.
How can he be 18 at FAU? He's a smart one.
I don't know. You went to college when you were 16. So tell us about graduation.
That
I
was a
saw
mistake.
you went to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. So this would have been the year that all of those students, when that horrible accident,
Yeah.
perished. That must have been heart-wrenching.
Yeah. They kind of, for like, it was 10 people that like in total like passed away from our class. So they played my senior video, which had like a big like memorial thing at the beginning. And then it was like a big slideshow. And then for all like the victims and their families, they do like a big shadow box with all like a graduation cap and like their diploma and all this stuff. And it was really, really sad.
It's really sad. I saw some of it put on there. It's like, oh my gosh. You don't forget how fast time flies, except for those families. It does not.
That was your video that you put together?
Yeah.
Did you
Because
see it?
They put it on the news.
Oh, really?
A
You did the
of it.
video?
A snippet of it was on the news because they were talking
Wow.
about the kids that graduated, the final class.
She created the video. Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Wow. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And I kept
Wow,
telling
lucky
people
you're
in the
awake.
house, I said, you know what? I know who did that. I know who did that. I know. I mean, it was a snippet. It was about 10 seconds, but
Yeah.
they showed it.
How long did it take you to put that together?
It was over the course of probably like 3 or 4 months because we kept like, we had a video for prom, which was just like all of high school, and then like our little drive-in movie event. But then for graduation, it was about like a month apart. So he wanted to put in, my film teacher, he wanted to put in this graduation picnic we had, and then the drive-by, and then we had a drive-by graduation thing too. So we put prom in there too. So it just like kept adding on to this video.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it was
Thank
at BB&T Center
Yeah.
with a few thousand people.
A few thousand. I wanted to ask you, on the news they were touching about how you're the last class leaving from that tragedy. And you know this. You are going to be tied into history for the rest of your life.
Yep.
How does that make you feel, knowing this?
I feel like college is kind of more scary. I was like thinking about this like as I'm sitting at graduation. I'm like these people in this town, they understand what we all went through, and if something like if like you get triggered, those people can come to your rescue. But when I go to college, like nobody's gonna know what happened or how to like deal with me like getting triggered or something. Yeah. So
I'm
it's
gonna
kind of
tell
like
you, the
scary
whole-
leaving here.
The whole country knows. And as soon as they may not know that you were the last graduating class in there, but the moment they do, they're gonna ask you a gazillion billion questions. My sister called me yesterday. We were talking, and I told her about it, and she says, "Wow, that was tragic." See, when 9/11 happened, I didn't think anybody knew about it either. Then I turn around, and it's everywhere. Everywhere I go, there's 9/11 stuff.
Sure.
So this is going to go on with you forever. It's going to be part of your life, your kid's life when you have children, if you decide to have children and do other things. And that, you know, it's nice to see that it doesn't overwhelm you and you're looking towards the future. I mean, you're going to an excellent school. Excellent. And I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, it is the last of. She's the only one we have from that whole deal. Remember
Yeah.
when that went down and we were at the
Yeah,
at
the studio, yep.
and the kids called in. We were on the radio and the kids called in on the march, on the walkout. It wasn't the event, it was the walkout. And we said, get back to class. Nope, we ain't going. Remember that?
But you know what? It brought camaraderie together. It brought schools together. It brought the youth together to stand for something that they really believed in. And it just shows you the power of your generation, of what you can do and what there is for you to do. And it sounds so cliche that you can do anything and be anything, but you can, and at any age. I mean, our demographic for our crew has gone down in age, which we love, because when we go up in age, it doesn't work out so well.
Yeah.
Going down in age, they work hard, they learn, you guys work as a team, and you bring each other up. Slick, you okay back there? You're like the old man here. He's holding his chest. You got chest pain? Oh, yeah, technical difficulties. Where's your mic?
You and Dan what?
Yeah, me and Dan, we felt that, you know.
Yeah, shots fired.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I mean, we had some other interns that came in that were older than you guys. And those,
Oh, yeah.
And that and not for you. It just didn't work out, because really what we offer here is more for you all to learn and to grow. And you're amazing. I didn't even know you were in high school when you applied. You didn't tell. I think Teddy's like, she's still in high school, which is remarkable what you do. It's so incredibly talented.
It is. As you did a voiceover in a commercial spot the other day, and we played it on the radio, I think, yesterday, and I still can't get over that's your voice. You know, some people do voiceovers, like Don, but I know him for years, and I already expect a deep voice, but with her, it's clean. And every time I hear it, I have to picture her and sort of put those two things together, because she's very more mature than her age.
So how's it feel to get back out to actually do a real graduation? There were, 4,000 people.
Yeah, it was weird, like seeing all my classmates that I haven't seen in like forever, and like my class is so big that I don't even know half those people. So it was kind of like, is this school? Yeah. So
Had you been online up until now?
yeah, this whole year
Really? Was that by choice? Or everyone was online?
you could go back in, but you're still on a computer if you go into school.
Wow, so your senior
Yeah.
year was all done from home online. So it's starting all over
You know,
again
the
next year.
funniest thing is
Wow.
that she wore a mask forever.
We
And
didn't
when
see
she
her
took
face.
it
I
off,
know.
we didn't know who she was. And until you told me, I says, "No, that's her." Because a lot of people, Salsa also, I didn't recognize her at all.
I know.
Without the mask. It's kind of strange.
So what's next for you? What are you going to major in?
Majoring in film.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm not sure yet, but maybe a director or a producer.
You know,
Not sure yet
Well,
completely, but I think I'll
congratulations.
figure it out.
we got things on the horizon.
Yep.
And today's Taylor's birthday, so happy birthday to Taylor. She is the ripe old age of 21.
Out drinking.
So tomorrow we're going to have to celebrate. Hopefully you're here. We can do a big celebration here tomorrow.
It'll be kind of nice.
We got Queen Bee in the house tomorrow also, so
She's a celebration when she walks in anyway.
she's a walking party. We got RK with us. RK, what do you want to do?
I want to just dabble, bounce around in the film industry, do a little editing, little producing, sound design, just a little bit of everything.
You seem to have found your niche with the time lapse.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to do more than just the time lapse,
Yes.
but that's stepping stones.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
We're gonna Slick. What do you, Dan, want to be when they grow up?
Old.
Oh,
When Slick grows up.
Yeah, when I do grow up, so, but I honestly just want to be an on-air talent. So with radio, I don't have a face for TV.
You want to be an on-air what?
online talent.
Yeah. So
Say what?
talent.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to be an on-air talent. I've been
That's
wanting
a very
to do that.
convoluted thought.
That's, stop saying big. This is not Big Word Wednesday, but okay, I'm just gonna
Okay.
pass over.
Do you know
convoluted.
that you threw that word at him?
Yeah, he just threw
You
that word
destroyed
at
his
me like
weekend.
Which
on the
word?
group chat.
Convoluted.
Like, dude, okay, no, hard
He's
pass.
like, what in the world is
Facts.
I
convoluted?
was
looked
wondering why
at
no
him
one
like,
responded to
okay,
me.
He didn't know what it was.
Now I know.
It took him all weekend to learn how to spell it so he could look it up.
No, I love that yesterday we say to Dan, so where's all that pricing list? Because we now offer drone footage.
Oh my
as
gosh.
Along with our editing and everything
Here it
else.
comes.
And he says, I know, Slick and I wrote it up 2 men in a car, which is now, stay
Here it
tuned,
here it
2.5
comes.
men in a car, which
Wait
is
till you hear this
which is hilarious in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning I opened my email, it says 2 men in a car proposal. And I look at it and it's Slick's resume.
It's a slick move.
I just wanted to know if I was still a part of the team, so I just wanted
You
to
are
send it
so
again.
part of the
yeah.
team,
You're
Slick.
so full of beans. You sent us the wrong email.
Yeah, by mistake.
Which
But
is
I titled
hilarious.
it correctly though.
The title
But
was
the
right.
attachment was wrong. That's what I
I
titled it
raised
correctly.
my glass. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Which was hilarious. So how did it go with Queen Bee?
It was good. It was
What did you
fun.
guys
Well,
talk about?
you were interviewing with her, right?
Yeah, we were doing her Reddit questions.
Talking to your mic.
We were doing the Reddit questions. It was fun. Went by fast. A lot of crazy people out there, man.
What kind of questions?
Like people looking for advice, on different threads. Like there's the one person who has a stalker for the last 5 years. They're asking, how do you deal with that? How do you go 5 years with a stalker? You think you're, got rid of them, and they just keep calling your fiance. Like there's crazy people out there.
Has that ever happened to you?
A
Have you ever?
stalker calls your fiance.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
They
Has,
follow
has
them
your
home.
ex ever called you and like your current significant other answered the phone?
Yeah. I had an ex that was scary. I had to call
You've had
the
a few
police.
actors that were scary.
I don't understand people.
Why did they call you?
Because if you're with somebody, right, and then they say, okay, we're going to break up, then break up. Well, why do you got to hang around my underwear? I mean, this is ridiculous.
Hang around your underwear.
way I see
Maybe
it.
they like your underwear.
But I don't understand why people get so crazy.
I don't know. Got to ask Slick.
Anybody have an answer to that? Slick, can you
Dan.
help me? Why
Dan is
people
like
get
your
crazy?
best and worst wingman ever.
He is. He always throws me
He
under
just
the
laughs.
bus.
Look.
Yeah, but what was the question? I didn't know the question.
And there you have the answer. And that would be the answer.
That's hilarious.
What do you do with a stalker?
A stalker?
You had a stalker in Boston.
I did.
And what you do with her?
I mean, I just went ghost, you know?
No, you didn't go ghost. You had to get a court order to know everything you did.
Not court order. Like, I know people that did do that, but I just went ghost, and then I just moved locations. And then I
You
made
had
sure.
to move.
You know, because, like, my friend circle was close to her friend circle, and I felt like I didn't trust that friend circle because they're going to tell her where I'm at. So I kind of, I had, like, a other branch of a friend circle. So I just went ghost, moved to a different location, and it went
When
good.
does a person become a stalker? What is the definition of like me too much and becomes a stalker? Because there's got to be a fine line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
You sound like
no.
getting nothing.
Yeah,
Fine
no.
line.
There's a lot of room for gray area there.
I think
For
there's a lot of
stalker and
gray.
interested?
What?
What do you mean, for stalker and interested?
In other words, if you like somebody, right, you
Mhm.
call them and everything else, okay, I get it. When does it turn into stalker material? Like, stop calling me and they keep calling you?
Or when you force it, like, it clearly, you know, if you don't get that same energy back, if you're forcing it, there's no need to.
Or staying friends.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be Googling people. I mean,
Facts. You shouldn't be Googling, or you shouldn't be liking pictures and then unliking the picture and then getting off the person's profile, because
So
I had
you
that.
write things to the person's profile?
No, sometimes I got like people liking the picture or the girl liking the picture, unliking the picture, and then what is it? Basically,
Yeah,
she
but
was
I
on
don't
my
care about
profile.
that. You don't care if somebody likes or unlikes you.
No, it's like she was, you know, she did about, I don't know if you know Instagram, but she did about mistake in Instagram at one point in time. Like, you could mistakenly like a picture.
So this is not
And
a
I get
hypothetical. This
notified.
is a real thing.
That's what that threw you up a tree.
We gotta
No,
ask
that
Queen
threw
Bee.
me up a tree. I just knew that she was watching me. So I was like, let me update my story. She's watching me.
I'm talking about, you know,
do you mean?
somebody doing something like sending underwear to your house.
Oh.
Oh, that would
You
be
had, hold on, you had underwear
the
sent to your
elephant
house?
underwear.
Past stalking.
No, somebody sent sexy underwear to my house.
Really?
And
How did you
I was
take it?
married at the time. I don't know who it came from. It says anonymous.
How did you take it?
I asked my ex, why don't you wear it? And she says, this belongs to somebody else. I go, I don't know. And it smelled with perfume in it.
Well,
I-
you should have seen
it
what
had
I
to be
found
one of the
here.
guys.
You should have seen what I found here in the bathroom.
Yeah, you found a bra.
I found a bra in the
Slick,
bathroom.
did you leave your bra in the bathroom?
Yeah, I think I'm an A cup. I don't. How
I
big was
found
the
a bra
bra?
in the bathroom.
It was a
I'm
braid
like,
cup.
Was not an A cup, and I'm thinking, who could this belong to in the studio? And none of the girls said it was theirs. So
Yeah, but nobody was honest. Dan?
I don't think I was even here yet.
it was last
Dan.
week.
Yeah, Dan wasn't here. Yeah.
What day of the week was this?
I was 2 weeks ago. I opened up the cabinet under the sink, and I'm like,
A
was a
whole
white bra.
bra.
It was a white bra under the sink, and I'm like, Freddie.
Not my size.
What day?
What difference does it make the day? The
It's a
bra
bra.
was there.
I don't know. Was it yours?
Was
I
it
mean,
yours?
Was it Friday?
what
It was
day did you
Friday.
Did you ever
Right.
change your
I
clothing?
think of
Bianca,
didn't
did
ask
you
Queen
leave
Bee.
your bra in the bathroom?
Dan, is your mic on?
It is.
We may have to recalibrate some of those mics because we seem to have. They may have to check the gain on that one.
Did anybody leave their bra in the bathroom?
That's exactly what it
Can
is.
you imagine if a guest came in here and left her bra in the bathroom
That'd be
and
nuts.
forgot it?
If it were a sexy bra, I'd be like, but it
It's an
wasn't even a
exercise
sexy.
bra.
Yeah, it was a
It has
sports bra
sweat stains and everything.
and makeup, and yeah, it was like a used old sports bra.
Now you're never gonna get whoever to attend this. Come on.
Well, that's good because we threw it away.
No one's gonna claim that one. We're looking at. So I asked our bra specialist, who knows cup sizes, and she goes, clearly that does not fit me. It's like Cinderella when you put your foot in the glass slipper.
What
Could
cup
it
size
be?
was it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what cup size it was, but if you can't look around, but if I look around at the girls and I go, yes, maybe, and then we asked around, and she's like, well, it's not hers, it's the
I
wrong
can't
cup
look
size.
around?
You can't look and act. You can't admit you look. I can admit that I'm looking. I ask the girls. Again, the benefit of being a woman. And there you go.
And there you have it. That's why God created these.
So that's what happens when I found the bra under this thing. At the point.
You guys are all pigs.
Can you even imagine?
Let me ask you a question. What size were they?
I don't know. It was a sports
Can't you
bra.
tell a woman's size by looking at them?
No.
The hell did that come
That
from?
came from Queen Bee. She's like, no.
Get a mic. What do you mean you can't tell?
So you can't tell because there are some girls who prefer to wear baggier shirts. So their shirts come down flat. So you would think, oh, like they're probably like, I don't know, like flatter chested, maybe a little bit smaller. When they take off their shirt, they could be much larger. There are also girls who tend to wear sports bras and really push their chest in, and you're like, oh, like maybe she's like a little bit flatter, but she could be completely different. I have a friend of mine who wore jackets and very baggy shirts for 3 years. And for the first time ever, she wore a bikini top, and we were all incredibly confused because this little stick girl had whatever's on her, and we were like, what
Big
the heck?
guanabanas?
Yes. And then there are also some girls who wear ultra mega super padded bras, and you're like, oh, maybe she does got something. Takes it off, and you're like, yo, what's up, cardboard? Like, everyone's different.
And that would be Queen Bee for you. Unlike Danielle, who will be in here tomorrow for you, Slick.
Now, Danielle's an interesting specimen. Because I don't know what size that is. Some days it's a 90, some days it's a 40.
She loves you, Freddie.
And I bet you it's all 20. I think it's all push-up.
How
think
did we
there's a-
digress to this conversation?
Because I'm sort of curious.
about.
How can you, the sports bra in the bathroom? You're the one
Yeah,
that brought
I
it
don't
up.
understand where it came from.
I
And
can't understand why you don't know what size that was.
it was probably, maybe it was a medium, I don't know. It was not a small.
This is size medium?
Mhm.
As opposed to small, ultra small, and big and bigger?
Like, yeah, like
didn't know that.
elephant underwear, definitely.
No, elephant underwear are for guys
Small,
that
medium,
are 400
large.
500 pounds. They sell them, of course.
What do you mean?
If you weigh 400 or 500 pounds, you need an elephant underwear.
Is that what that means?
What you think it mean?
Really?
No, bro. No, bro.
No.
No, bro.
It's like when I realized that manscaping was what manscaping is, I had no clue that that's what it was about.
Did you hear this? She doesn't know what elephant underwear means. A guy weighs 400 or 500 pounds. He's gonna wear elephant underwear. What is the other significance? Oh,
I
it's
don't
not.
think that's it. I think it's.
Gentlemen, I guess they know better than us. What is an elephant underwear? Tell me.
I'm thinking it's a thing,
Say it in the mic.
It's a
Slick.
guy
Say it
thing.
in the mic.
What's a guy thing? What is she talking about?
Slick's here to educate.
Educate us, Slick. What is elephant underwear? You're in there screaming. What's an elephant underwear, Slick?
I'm not educated. I'm having RK say.
He's got arcade doing because he already.
Oh, you looked it up? What's it say, RK? RK's dying over there.
Arcade's got it.
RK,
Can I just show this into the
For
camera?
one of those sensual nights
words
that you would
can't
have
describe
with
what
your
does it say?
significant other.
There's no words to
There's no
describe
words to it, but describe it for him.
That's kind of what I figured.
It's a sensual
I
night.
can't see that far. What's it? Somebody read
It's
it.
like a jockstrap that looks like an elephant. Yes, exactly. The trunk, you fill in the trunk.
But that's not elephant underwear.
What is?
No, this is men's manly mammoth. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not elephant
That's the
underwear.
only result that pops up
No.
when you Google that.
Black Friday, man's G-string and thong. I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about elephant underwear.
They look like elephants.
Huge boxer shorts is elephant underwear,
Oh,
right there.
well, I was
You
thinking,
had to slide it over
I
there,
was thinking
Lucy.
the other one.
Or you can have this one.
That one.
You can have this one.
That's safari
Yeah, I'm
prints.
looking at this. It says print man sling leopard small. Small? You need a wheelchair for that bad boy. Elephant underwear size, there you go. Men, the big men, they wear elephant underwear.
Oh, I did not think
Yes,
that's
you're
what it
talking
was.
about.
No, I did not really think it was that. Sling leopard is what I was thinking, more along those lines.
What was that?
The sling leopard.
It's more of a sensual thing.
It's more of a sensual
Wow, you see
thing.
what I'm talking about? There is a fine line between liking someone and being a stalker. And now we just had a fine line between elephant underwear and that G-string stuff you talking. You guys got to get your mind out of the gutter. It goes to show you. I didn't even talk about that.
Well,
You
that's what
did.
I thought you were chit-chatting
you're
about.
wrong.
And I'm thinking, wow.
Manscaping. Oh, let me shave my chest.
I
'Cause
never
I'm gonna
realized it was
manscape.
anything else. I got to tell you, if people actually listen to our show, you'd be very educated on
In
different
New Jersey,
situations.
it's illegal not to cut your armpits, but they're cut further south.
Can you
of the
believe that men
border.
can't get waxed in New Jersey below the waist?
It's against the law.
Below the waist?
Below the waist, men cannot get waxed in New Jersey.
It's against the law.
And girls don't pump their own gas.
It's like a look
No,
and don't.
girls
It's like
can.
a look and don't touch
Men
type of thing.
cannot. You know, there are sexual positions in this country that are illegal in certain states. Did you know this? Alabama.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Hold on.
Slick's confused.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up.
Okay.
I can't say it on the air, but look it up.
I'm
It's
about to
true.
look it up, yeah.
And the millennials are trying to change it. It was in the news the other day. I was like,
I
what?
tell you, the millennials are changing a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Everything from a statue to a woolly mammoth.
A whole study came out on the millennials on what they think have the stimulus check and what they used it for and how it helped or didn't help. The millennials are the new go-to. You're not a millennial, right? You're another
Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
You have another year. 2.
She's got a lot more years, I think, to millennial. What's millennial?
21, no?
What year?
I think it's 95.
Yeah, like Teddy would be a millennial. I'm pretty sure.
Teddy's a millennial. Slick and Dan, I think, are millennials.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Dan's a boomer.
No, Freddie's a boomer.
I'm not a boomer.
Dan's a
You're
boomer.
totally a baby
yeah,
boomer.
Dan's a
You know
boomer,
the
yeah.
Really, Vinny?
Dan
1
is
year.
definitely a boomer.
You missed the baby boomer by a year
Top hat.
and the top out. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more
Don't call me boomer. Now I'm insulted.
with our baby boomers.
You know something?
Emily.
Not for nothing, but not for nothing.
Stay
I'm going to go
tuned.
back into incognito.
We'll be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
This segment of the Brooklyn Cafe is brought to you by Jay Harmon. And Jay Harmon, he's a color pencil artist, and he's been painting some excellent pop art. This one is Billie Eilish, if anybody doesn't know. Therefore I Am. And this one is Pink. So if you want to see more of James or Jay Harmon's, not James Harmon, Jay Harmon's paintings, please come down to Amp Media Productions, and we'll show you a different array. Me and Dan can actually show you the situation that we have here with the color pencil artist. Now back to Don and Freddie.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I put one of these cards here that Vinny left me. And I got a real interesting card here.
Which one you get?
It says the psychology of what name would you give your dog? And the psychology behind.
What if your dog comes with a name? Do you change it?
No, because you call Poo Poo and it won't pay attention.
They said it needs to sound the same at the end. Like if your dog's name is Poo Poo, you could name it Coco. So it sounds like the same thing at the end when you call them.
It never works.
That's not true.
It is true.
I changed my dog's name.
What's your name of your
comes
dog?
running?
My dog came 8 weeks. I think his name was Bruce. And I changed it to Pablo. Yeah, he knows
And he
what's
still
up.
pays attention?
I mean,
You say Pablo and the stupid thing goes the other way.
he's learned selective listening, but yeah, for the most part.
That's what happens.
How old is your dog?
2, a little over 2.
Pablo. And
What
how'd you
kind
come
of
up-
dog is Pablo?
Little Frenchie, little French bulldog.
You should have called him Wee Wee.
How'd you come up with that name?
Pablo?
That'd be funny. Yeah.
It was probably the first Hispanic name that popped to me. And I
But
was
he's a
like,
French bulldog.
well, yeah, but I'm Hispanic and he is my dog.
Are you following this train of thought? I'm like,
I had a parrot called Pablo.
did you? I would never think of calling anyone or an animal Pablo. Wouldn't even like
What do you call your dog?
Nemo.
Nemo, because of the movie.
Because he was named when we got him, yes. He was Finding
Oh, you
Nemo.
didn't change it?
Nope. The kids wouldn't change it. Chelsea just got a new cat. Her name is Peach, and she did not change her name either.
I have Peaches. I have Peaches. I have King Stupid. I got a bunch of animals.
I shall remain
Do
silent.
you know what was in my bathroom the other day and I thought about you?
A roach?
A lizard.
Oh.
A baby lizard. You ever seen those little things?
They're kind of cute.
It was in the toilet roll. And
What
I
is,
said,
what is up with your house?
I got a zoo.
You got like iguanas. You got.
I gotta get a possum to eat everything.
You got, yeah, that too.
Maybe I rent that.
Oh my gosh,
that,
we had an opossum here yesterday,
that
guys.
possum yesterday looked like it was 86.
A pet opossum. Well, it
It was
didn't
a
move.
head.
It was funny. So we
What kind
said
of possum is that?
to Maria Stefania, it's called playing opossum. She goes, "What's that?" That's
Yeah,
what that
was
one was
funny.
doing, which was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Who's here?
That's Josh there.
Artist Josh. Josh
The
is
man
working
who
hard.
shocked me with his age today.
I don't know.
What's the nicest thing you've ever done for someone else?
Let's ask our crew.
Yeah, let's start with Arcade, a.k.a. the man.
I mean, I don't know. I don't keep track of.
What's the nicest thing you've ever done that you think you've ever done?
I don't know, buy someone lunch. I don't. It's the
That's
first thing that comes to mind.
That's good.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. That's good. Hallie? And the crickets take over. It goes to show you that's a tough question, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about it that much.
Okay. I'm
Kind
afraid
of
to ask the next guy. Slick? What's the nicest thing you've ever done for anybody?
I don't keep track of the nice stuff, you know. I just.
You don't remember one nice thing you did in your life?
I mean, one nice thing I did was like I used Glue Gun to remove like a sticker off somebody's car. That's about it.
First of all, I can even answer that question for you. The
What?
day you brought flowers for Dawn's birthday in the lobby.
Oh yeah. Oh, see,
Mother's
I don't
Day.
keep track of my nice
That
stuff.
was
You know, I
nice.
come with like thing, no problem.
You brought me flowers for Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
No
maybe you're
pro- no
thinking, Now,
problem.
this is another guy I'm
You
afraid
see-
to ask. Daniel? What's the nicest thing you ever done for somebody?
I think I've done plenty of nice stuff over the course
I
of
just
my
need
life.
one, Daniel.
I think the nicest thing I ever did was probably help an alcoholic move out of their apartment and into a rehab, get them there,
Oh.
get their dogs taken to animal control and stuff like that.
Oh,
That type of
that's
support.
noble. That's pretty good, right? That didn't make.
Yeah.
Bianca, you have one?
A nice thing, yeah.
The nicest thing you've ever done for anybody else?
I took a girl home one day who said that her dad was gonna stab her.
You protected somebody, okay.
Yeah, I met her at CVS.
That's cool. And you, Missy,
I shine my light every day.
for somebody else, what's the nicest thing? Don't get philosophical.
I don't
with
know.
me.
What is the nicest thing I've ever done for somebody? I have no idea.
Of all the people you've known throughout the history of mankind, this is what you come up with.
I don't think I do anything nice. I think I just do. Can you think of anything?
Of course.
You can? Like what?
I pay that lady's rent and ask for nothing in return. Never saw her again. I paid for somebody's lunch at a restaurant. Didn't know who they were. Just says, just pick up the tab. I got it.
Pay it
There's a guy-
forward. There you go.
I had a guy with 3 kids or 4 kids or something, and they were ordering small on the menu. You know, you could tell. We're share of water. I mean, so I said, I got that tab.
That's the one thing that really upsets me is when people don't have money for food, and I want to help them do that because that's the one thing that's a necessity in life. Is you need food, you need
You ever bought
housing.
anybody's groceries on the supermarket line?
I've helped them finish paying their bill, but that was it.
I did that one time, and the lady threw her bananas at me.
Of course she
She got
did.
very insulted.
What's the best junk food ever created?
Best junk food?
Best junk food.
Cookies.
Any
Chips
kind?
Ahoy. Chewy.
Chewy cookies.
Chewy Chips Ahoy cookies.
Oh, those are
specifically.
good.
Or Oreos.
I like the Reese's with the Reese's pieces inside of them.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
is that a thing?
Yeah,
That's a
they're
dangerous
really
thing.
good.
Oh my, I gotta go to the dollar store. Slip?
I don't
Crickets?
eat junk food like that.
You don't eat junk food?
You know, I'm just.
You eat McDonald's.
That's junk food.
Of course.
I gotta
That's
tell you, that
fast food,
Popeyes
though.
thing he brought you for you that day was like,
Yeah.
wow, that could feed a small family.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Daniel?
I can't believe you ate it though. So I'll say that's just some good junk food. Yeah, that's some good junk food. You
Dan,
eat
what's the best junk food ever created?
I mean, if no one's gonna say it, I'll say it. Animal crackers.
Really?
Well,
Bro,
those are
animal
great.
crackers.
Yeah,
are-
animal
Yeah.
crackers. That's the best.
That's junk food?
That's
There's
the
a whole
best.
story behind the creation of animal crackers. I think they were created during the Depression.
Can't just have one though.
Nah.
Did you know that? I was reading a whole article about when crackers were created.
What was it?
I think it was created during the Depression. A way to make food, like just simple ingredients, last longer and kind of bring a smile to your face.
Do you know when I was a kid, I used to run home to watch cartoons, and I would get a box of animal crackers with mayonnaise.
No. Teddy!
Why?
Because I made
You
an
always gotta
animal
ruin
cracker
things with
sandwich.
mayonnaise. It doesn't
I'm
need
so ashamed.
mayonnaise.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't
I used to take
need-
2 animal crackers, and it was like the hippo with the hippo. I had to find the perfect match. I
But their
couldn't-
heads were always missing.
That doesn't matter.
Ever
Then you-
notice?
Then you
Yeah.
take the head off or whatever.
The heads are always
Then you
missing.
take the head, but I used to put mayonnaise between them. My mother would tell you.
Really?
She used to say, "What the hell is wrong
How
with
did you create that idea?
That was my junk food habit.
What's your best junk food, Bianca? Does no one here wear matching
Okay,
socks?
here's the thing. I'm sorry. I actually don't own any pairs of
Apparently
matching socks.
neither does Haley, which is
Okay.
hilarious. It is.
So here's the thing.
her
When
feet.
that happens to me in my life, I actually think about it. I'm like, all right, I just drank so many calories, I can't eat anything. So I don't eat. I try and eat beforehand because I'm like, okay, like, gotta make sure I don't get sick. Gotta make sure my tummy's all in good shape. So I never eat when I am allegedly intoxicated. It makes me feel really weird and gross. So I'd rather just not. But sometimes there might be a chip or two. I like the barbecue ones. Those are quite tasty.
You
But
can
other
stop
than that,
after just one.
I stop after like 5 maybe.
You can have 5 chips?
If I'm drunk, allegedly, I'm like, okay.
I like it. I like
I don't like to eat like that. I get
What's the
really
other one?
nervous because I'm like, I don't want to eat like 7,000 calories. Ooh, cool socks.
He apparently his socks don't
His
match
walrus
either. What's
socks.
on your other foot?
Aw.
These are I watch you socks.
I watch you. You got eyes and balls on your socks. What's
that
on
an
your
owl?
What's on the right leg?
Yes, it is an owl. It's for Alzheimer's.
Oh, they're from Pam.
Somebody gave them to me.
What's on your right foot?
Don't worry about what's in the
So
right
it doesn't
foot.
match either?
No.
We totally, Teddy, here's our social media post for today. No one has matching socks on.
That's right. That's
Don,
the way.
you're not even wearing
that's the in
socks.
thing.
I'm not wearing socks, but the girl, how about you? Do your socks match?
Of course. I only wear black socks. That's
Slick,
it.
your socks match?
Yeah, black socks for today.
Dan?
Absolutely, green and black.
So it's the girls and you.
Just
I'd love
ankles
to see what's
for
on your
Dan.
right foot.
Ankles today.
Always keep them guessing.
Always? Oh, yeah, for sure you do that. Interesting.
So what about you answering that question?
My favorite junk food?
Yeah, bird feed.
I love junk food. The problem is
you like chocolate ice cream.
I love Reese's peanut butter cups. I like Moose Tracks. I do like ice cream. Because you got all different flavors. Although my new favorite junk food is Cocoa Whip. I've hoarded.
That's disgusting. Cocoa Whip. You even know what a Cocoa Whip is?
That's good.
It's
It
good,
is?
right? I got like a run on Cocoa Whip. Amy, what's your favorite junk food? She doesn't have a favorite
She
junk
doesn't
food.
have a favorite junk food.
All right, what's your next question?
Who would you like to meet
Oh.
to make your best friend? What person would you like to become your best friend? Who would you like to meet?
Oh.
Elon Musk, right? Like, all that money, now it's yours too, right?
That's
Hey,
a good
Elon,
idea.
Can I borrow a couple mil? Yeah, sure, here.
That's when you marry him, not
First
when
of all,
you get
he's
best
never
friends.
going to lend you money,
Well, then I have to
and
grind
much
my
less
best
lend you $1
friend.
million.
Girls' night.
That I can tell you for a fact.
Girls' night.
Elon Musk. Who would you like to meet as your best friend?
There's this girl on TikTok named Victoria Paris, and she just lives like this really glamorous New York City like blogger, fashion, and then all these brands just send clothes to her, and she just like endorses them and stuff. And she just seems like she's a really down to earth person. So I think that
You'd like to meet her?
not to like mooch off of her, but
Just
like
to meet her?
yeah, I
No
would be friends with
mooching.
her.
Slick?
I come back to me. Dan, who would you like to meet?
Who's going to be your best friend?
That can be your best friend.
Who do I want to meet? That's my best friend. Wow. Maybe like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I could listen to him talk about space all day.
Okay.
No one. Does anyone know who that is?
Yeah, have you seen his podcast episode
Absolutely
with Joe
not.
Rogan?
No. Oh, I know.
I know, Planet Pluto.
So my best friend would be
Yeah, he killed Pluto.
Wow, thank you.
Who's your best friend, Slick?
Talk about you.
It'll be this girl group that broke up. Teddy knows them, but like, I just want to know the story of like why they broke up, so I'll become best friends on why they should come together. Unity is the best.
What's the group name?
Sorority. And Sorority broke up.
Uh-oh.
So.
No questions asked. Taylor Swift, without a doubt. Best friend, BFF4L. I feel like if you became friends with her, like good friends, she would never, ever, ever, like mistreat you or like be a bad friend. Every single person that she's been friends with is like a cool person. I think she's like awesome, like the best freaking person on the planet, period. A little controversial, but Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion as well. I like Cardi B. She's a little raunchy. She's a little bit out there, but I feel like I can be like that chill friend, and we can like work together in this friendship, like in this dance that I'm doing. It's kind of like, yeah. But Megan Thee Stallion as well. I feel like she's really out there. She can really help me channel my inner babby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Inner babby.
And help me get really cool clothes, but her clothes are freaking terrifying that she wears. I will never wear that. But that's okay. Yeah.
How about you?
You go first.
Princess Diana.
Why?
Because I want the nitty gritty girl talk on what it was like to be a princess, to live in a castle.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
You know mine. I always tell you the same person. I always wanted to meet Christ.
You want to meet Christ?
Mm-hmm.
To be your best friend?
I mean, is there anybody better?
What would you ask him?
Everything.
Everything.
We have one in line?
Tony.
Okay. A couple
Interesting.
We'll ask him everything.
All right.
Do you learn more when you win or when you lose?
What?
I say lose.
You learn more when you lose. Interesting.
Rephrase the question, please.
Do you learn more when you win or when you lose?
Depends on what you're winning or losing at. If I just won the lottery, there's a lot I'm going to learn. If I just, if I, lose at something, maybe I just got fired from my job, maybe there's something I can learn from that.
That's interesting because that means that you amplify the question and the answer could be lose, it could be win, but you amplify the question, so
You okay?
you're like halfway. Slick, do you win or lose? Which do you learn more?
When you lose, like that's the best. I mean, you can still adjust when you're winning, but losing really points out what you need to work on.
Losing. That's true. Dan?
Yeah, I'd agree with the room. You definitely lose, or you definitely learn more when you lose, but I don't like the word lose. I'd call it experience.
That's good.
And you?
Experience is true. How about you?
Win.
You learn more when you win? Really?
Yep, because if I win, then I did it right, and it teaches me not to lose.
All right. On that note, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're heading to Manchester Studios with Tony McKenzie and a new guest. So let's see who Tony's bringing from over the pond. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Barbara Silver has inspired women worldwide for over 30 years with her artistic talents. With a combination of texture, color blocking, and sculpture, this creator of many beauty bestsellers has taken the world by storm with her passion for design and color. Barbara's eclectic style encompasses it all. Bold and brazen, subtle and calming. She is the most well known for her unconventional tools and techniques, including spinning, scraping, and sandpapering. Her textured surfaces and playful resin sculptures can be found in many tasteful private homes in Florida, Connecticut, and New York. Her miraculous compositions are exhibited at the Heart of Delray Gallery, as well as Boca Raton's The Gallery Lounge. For more information, Barbara Silver can be reached at 917-757-0447 or emailed at barbarasilvergallery@gmail.com.
So, you've been hearing all the exciting buzz and chatter about this new game changer in the pickup and delivery and rideshare space, and now you want to know more. Well, forget everything you knew about the tired old delivery and rideshare services that bully restaurants, take advantage of drivers, and confuse consumers into spending way more than they should. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, where we put you first. When you sign up as a driver with Trip Delivers and Trip Rides, we onboard you with your own credit card merchant account. That's right, with Trip, you're in the driver's seat as an owner-operator of your own business, and you'll always earn 100% of the delivery fee, rideshare fee, cancellation fee, wait time, and tip. And therefore, we charge a low monthly fee to use the Trip platform. For only $39.99 per month, you can sign up as a side hustle driver, allowing you up to 75 rides, 75 deliveries, or 75 of both combined per month. Welcome to a new delivery and rideshare company, where drivers earn more, consumers and riders pay less, and restaurants are charged less. Trip Rides, going places, doing good.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. Listen, I want to tell you, RK can make a mean pot of coffee.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
You like it? Yeah, we got some new coffee.
Coffee
RK made
maker.
the first pot with some freshly ground beans from Brooklyn Cafe.
We got a new
coffee brewer
maker.
and roasters from Don Pablo, so check that out.
And this is the call to action. If you can find my almond milk container of milk, you'll win a bag of coffee when you come here. But you can't be part of the crew because they know where it is.
Yes. Got some new fun toys around here is what we got. Oh no, it's in a new place.
It's in a new place.
Amy's gonna go look because Amy's
Amy,
gonna
listen.
mix it with some gumbo.
Amy she's always looking.
She's got a great show lined up. We've got Tony McKenzie joining us from over the pond in our Manchester studios and her new guest. So let's say hello to Tony and see what's going on over in England. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you.
And I
Summer has
realize-
arrived here.
I think you've been working with us for about a year now.
Well, I first came onto the show when I talked about my book as a one-off, didn't I? I was your guest. And I think that was maybe around a year ago. And a couple of months later, maybe September, October, when I started inviting guests on.
Because I found the logo that we land in Europe. So I'm thinking it's probably about this. Can you believe it's been so much time already?
I know, time does indeed fly, doesn't it?
It's unbelievable. I see things are opening up in England.
Yeah, except apparently in Manchester, where I live, there are more cases. The cases have gone up.
Oh, really?
So hoping it's not going to keep going up. But they're now vaccinating, I think it's 19 to 25. So they've worked down from people in the 90s. And I think there are over 40 million people have been vaccinated. So that's all good. But somebody was telling me yesterday about Manchester. I haven't even heard about it. So
How big is
we'll see
Manchester?
how that goes.
How large is your population?
I don't know.
Is it big? Is there a big city?
It's quite a big city. It's I mean, London is the biggest city. I don't know. Manchester maybe the second biggest. Or
Oh,
maybe
okay.
third.
So
It
quite
is.
populated.
Yes, it is.
Very nice.
There is
It's the new strain
There it
that's
is.
causing the increase in numbers. So yeah, in the areas of Manchester where it's really high, there are a lot of Asian people living, and whether they've got to have people come over and visit them or whatever.
It's the new strain,
that's
yeah.
leading to, yeah.
6% of cases here are of this new strain. And it actually originates from India. And it went
Yes.
to the UK, and now it's coming here. And this is why here now they want to vaccinate up to 75% by July 4th, because this new strain is 10 times worse than what we just went through. And apparently the shots slow down, but it's bad. It's really bad. And I know that 6% is here, and they talked about it coming from the UK, and it originated from India.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, you put some beautiful things on social media, Tony. You visit some beautiful places that I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Well,
The
because
cottages?
the weather's so lovely at the moment. It really is like summer, high temperatures, 70s and sunshine. I'm getting out and about a little bit more, and I've been pottering my garden, buying lots of new plants, and a two-seater swing, which is my new toy, which is lovely, in my garden, my little.
How nice.
Mm.
A two-seater
Yeah.
swing. Who do you have joining
Yes.
us today? Tell us about Francesca.
Right. Well, I'm going to introduce her with her full name, which I'll have to read so I get it right. Francesca Judita Eleonora Manca, otherwise known as Fran. Simplify it and call her Fran. Beautiful Italian name. She comes from Italy, and she lives in Liverpool. She's currently living and working in Liverpool. And I'll just tell you a little bit from her bio before she comes on and she can expand upon it. For 20 years, she's worked in business strategy, marketing, and events. She's currently based in Liverpool, works across the UK, and has clients in Paris, Milan, New York City, and Oman. And she works with clients with special needs, well, women, mainly with women entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, and also entrepreneurs with special needs. She's passionate about equality and equal opportunities, and experience in working with people from all walks of life.
Interesting. All right, let's bring Fran over. Is Fran on the line? There she is.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Tell me, I'm looking at your byline, founder of Underwing and Shaping Your Future. What's Underwing?
Underwing is my company of business and marketing strategy, where I help female founders and entrepreneurs with special needs start or grow their business.
And how'd you come up with the name? Have you ever heard of Underwing before?
Never heard of it.
How'd you come up with that term?
Well, actually, Underwing is the name of metal rock band.
There you go.
But I came up with the name because when I was rebranding, many of my clients said that when they work with me, I take them under my wings, and it's as if I was teaching them how to fly.
Oh, I like that. That's very cool. Nice
Yeah, I
idea.
like that too.
That's fantastic. Well, tell us about how you work with women entrepreneurs and especially those with special needs.
Right. Women entrepreneurs was an easy target because that's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's an easy way of replicating the way I started and grew my business. As entrepreneurs with special needs is because my son has got special needs. He's on the autism spectrum, and he's 12. So about 2 years ago, I started looking around and seeing if there were any associations or companies which could help him build a better future. And there was nothing. So I decided I would create that.
Well, tell us what you do. How do you help them? I mean, he's 12. How does that translate into helping people in business and what they want to do?
So it's a bit of a mix-up. When I discovered about his autism, and especially his condition, which is called pathological demand avoidance, I started blogging about it in Italian because there was no literature about it in Italian. So I was the first person to talk about it in Italy. And many Italian entrepreneurs, knowing that as a business, I helped people grow their business, came to me and said, well, you know how to grow businesses and you know about special needs, so can you help me? And that's how it started. And then everyone started telling me, how did no one taught me this in high school? So I brought it one step back. And now, with Shaping Your Future, I help young adults with special needs identify what career is best for them or how can they start their business working around their lives and needs.
That's incredible. And you're in Italy now?
I live in Liverpool.
Oh, okay. But you grew up in Italy, or Italian's your first language?
I grew up in Italy, yes.
Wow, how cool is that?
Now, I wanted to ask, because you have multi-countries. The definition of what you're doing, is it different in other countries, different from Liverpool?
I think the perception of special needs changes when you change countries. So it is in a way, and it isn't, because the work I do is always the same. But yes, the perception of special needs. So for example, autism in France is almost unknown. And in Italy, there are a lot less resources than what there are in England, for example. So what changes is partly the knowledge that families and parents have got about it, but also the resources they can find where they live.
That's interesting. I wonder, on a scale, I'm sure there's studies been done of the incidence of special needs in different countries, or is it just a lack of resources? Because or maybe it's different. Maybe there's different food sources and different vaccines that cause different rates of special needs or autism, if you want to confine it, versus one country to another, which would be, I'm sure they've done the study, which would be really interesting to see, because, you know, in Italy, and I think maybe you grow more food, and the European diet is a whole lot healthier, they say, than the American diet. So maybe the incidence is truly less than we have it here.
I don't think it is. What happens is that the more we know about autism and in general special educational needs, the more we can recognize it in children or adults. And the reality is countries where these needs are less known have got a lower rate of recognition. But that only means that there are children and adults that struggle more.
So how did you ladies meet? You're going to tell me Sue France again?
Yes.
Well, yes. Yeah, but we haven't actually met in person because Fran joined the group during lockdown, during the pandemic. We were just about to go to a live event. We had a Zoom yesterday, a long chat. My son is autistic too, he's under the spectrum. And we both love cats, so we have a lot in common, as well as empowering women. But that's how we actually met through the group.
Wow, that's
But I was just going to add something. When you were asking about being different in different countries, I don't know whether you can answer this, Fran, but I read a lot of, my son is 32 now, so he had the MMR when he was 18 months old, And then there was a lot of speculation as to whether the MMR vaccination being three different aspects of it, being given to children so young could possibly have led to autism. And I read that the Italian government decided, they did all sorts of research and decided it was connected to the MMR, and they stopped having it or giving it in the way that it was given. You know anything about that?
Autism is a different way of brain wiring.
Yeah.
And there are no studies that have ever proved that any vaccine or any medicine actually can cause autism. The only thing we know is that there is a very, very high percentage of people with autism that have a parent or a brother or a very close relative in the spectrum. So obviously, the most obvious explanation is that it's genetic, but nothing has been proved. So in reality, in my opinion, we are in the genetics. So autism is a genetic stuff, and it cannot be caused by external things, but it can be made worse if your needs are not catered for. Obviously, your environment will make you worse. But this is the same with every condition. If you don't have the right therapies or you don't cure it, you're only going to get worse.
Well, Fran, let me ask you, how are you helping young people and businesses and those with special needs?
So in reality, the business part is always the same. Growing a business or identifying what career is best for you has really nothing to do with special needs. It's about strategy and about putting things in place so that you can grow. The difference with people who've got additional needs is that we need to work around their needs so that everything else is made possible. So I'll make you an example. If you've got anxiety around being in a meeting with a lot of people, we're going to work on the fact that after the meeting, you're going to need a long break. So where a neurotypical person could do a meeting and then 3 calls and then write emails, someone who's got anxiety around meeting other people will do the meeting and then take a break. So when I work with people with special needs, we're going to make plans that take this into consideration.
And I hear neurotypical is the new, I want to say it's new, I've only recently started hearing that terminology, is newer terminology instead of normal. It's now called neurotypical.
Yeah, because there is neurotypical and neurodiverse.
Interesting. Ever heard of that?
I have never.
I just started hearing that a couple weeks ago, and then you said it. So this must be the new, I guess, socially acceptable phrase of what it is, because nobody's normal. So you're neurotypical versus, we certainly aren't, right? Neurotypical or neurodiverse, which I guess is the different outliers. Interesting.
Neurotypical means you are part of the majority of the population, of that part of people whose brains are wired all in the same way.
Really
neurodiverse means your brain is wired differently.
Well, Tony, let me ask you, I did not realize your son was on the spectrum or autistic. He's in his 30s?
Yes, he's 32.
And how is he working, or how is he doing?
No, he makes videos and puts them on YouTube, and he regards that as his work. He's constantly, his mind is constantly going. He can have PlayStation, Xbox, computer, and a video, and all these things going on. And he's got his own den upstairs. And he just kind of gets on day to day with his life. He doesn't mix socially, social skills. He gets anxious when he's in situations he doesn't know. But it was a long, hard slog to get him to find out what was wrong, not that I wanted a label for him, but at the same time, when you're given a diagnosis, at least you can look into it and find out more. But it wasn't until he was about 9 or 10 that was the diagnosis. But from the age of 5 until then, schools would just, oh, he's fine, he'll be fine, and they just didn't really look into things back then. We were talking about this yesterday, Fran, weren't we? That things have changed a lot now. There's a lot more awareness, a lot more help available. Even though it's got a long way to go, it has improved.
It's a lot more resources. And I think it's a lot more commonplace now for people to talk about differences.
Autism awareness.
Yeah, and I think there is more awareness. So that is the base on which you can build. Because, for example, my dad has got a cousin who's been in, they were called madhouses all her life. And she was completely misdiagnosed as a schizophrenic. But now that I've studied about autism and I look back, I can see she was autistic. She is autistic because she's still alive. But because she's been misdiagnosed and locked in a place, in a structure all her life, no one ever gave us the tools or the therapies to get better.
It's interesting. I was watching The Crown, my go-to, whether you believe it or not. But one of the episodes was there's a whole inpatient unit with many of the royals that are there. Now, this is, I don't know whether this is true or not. This is all part of The Crown. And makes me think about what you're saying, Fran, that it was so put away that and forgotten, but not forgotten. It just wasn't even dealt with. So you don't even think about it. But everybody, royals, everybody, that something happens, there's people are people.
Yeah, but there is. I work with a lot of families in Italy of children with pathological demand avoidance, which is what my son has.
What is that?
It's a part of the spectrum caused by anxiety of control, where every demand or every request generates so much anxiety that the person kind of shuts down. And when I talk about every request, I mean wake up, go to school, get dressed, put your shoes on, etc., etc.
Everything.
Exactly.
You help teach coping skills. You help teach different techniques.
So because when I discovered about my son, I also discovered there was no publications in Italian about it. I started translating for my parents, and then I thought there must be other mums like me. So I started doing YouTube videos and writing a blog. And after 2 weeks, I had 500 mums coming to me and saying, you need to help me because I don't know what to do. So I work with these families to explain about PDA, but also teach the techniques that work. And one of the things I find they find very difficult is that in the older generations, this is still something that you need to keep hidden. You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to say whether the key is actually teaching everyone about the situation and about the techniques and about what works.
It's interesting because I think probably a lot of these techniques can be used for people that are neurotypical or neurodiverse? Because even now you don't think about it, but what are you going to wear to school tomorrow? They're picking out your kids' clothes the night before. What do you want for lunch tomorrow? We're making lunches the night before, because all of those requests are anxiety provoking for many kids, for many adults at any age. How do you get grocery shopping, laundry, make lunches, do clothing, get your kids to school? So instead of pigeonholing it just for neurodiverse, I think these are probably great tips for everybody.
Oh yeah, I actually use the techniques during business meetings, and they work a charm.
Amazing. How do people get in touch with you or find your blogs, find your YouTube videos?
The YouTube videos and the blog are only in Italian.
Wow.
On YouTube, you just look my name up, which is Francesca Giuditta Eleonora Manca.
That's a mouthful.
Or Fran for short.
For the blog, you look for autismopdaitalia.com. And if you want to get in touch with me and you speak English, it's my website, which is www.underwingliverpool.com, or all social media is at underwinglpl, which is short for Liverpool.
Wow, amazing. Tony, thank you so much. As always, you bring the most diverse guests on, and you really have us thinking. Always different guests and always up-leveling it and thinking. Amazing. Thank you, ladies. Have a great night. Stay safe.
And you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to meet you. Bye-bye.
You know, my godfather, Fernando, had 3 sons. And the youngest son, I don't even remember his name, it escapes me right now, was misdiagnosed. And it doesn't occur to me until today that he was on the spectrum. But back in the day, there was no spectrum. Back in the day, they put you in a loony bin, or they locked you up in a closet or in a room. And my mother used to take care of him because my godparents had to go to work. And I remember that he would get violent because he couldn't express himself. And my mother, God rest her soul, she didn't know any English, and he spoke broken English, and he was on the spectrum. And it isn't until this moment that it just occurred to me that he was misdiagnosed. We didn't know about autism back in the day. I mean, I was 10, 9.
Wow.
And I'm sitting here and I'm listening to her about how people can be misdiagnosed and think it's something else. And it just hit me all of a sudden. He came to mind. And he was misdiagnosed. And we have him in my house. I got to call my sister because my sister, I think, went on to become a psychologist.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
Wow.
We lost contact with them when we left Popham Avenue, but I think my sister became a psychologist because she grew up in this environment. And I thought he was one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I thought he was, and now I've come to the realization that he was on the spectrum. And we missed it. And we didn't give that kid a chance. Because in the day, there was no autism. There was no spectrum. There was none of that. And among Latinos, there was even less. You either were here or you were there. And I'm listening to what she's saying. And the reason I brought up the different countries is because I'm hoping that people in the Latin American countries, which even to today, people don't understand autism. I'm going to talk on my side of the family in Puerto Rico. They just don't get it.
It's interesting.
They don't understand it. So I'm gonna talk to my sister because I think that the subject needs to be explored, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But it just hit me. 49 years ago, this thing went on in my life, and I didn't understand it until right now.
Is he your age?
What?
Was he your age? Is your age?
He was older.
Older.
And they had this thing among Hispanics that said that when you became 16, 17, 18, that something snapped in your mind. My mother explained it to me that way. It had nothing to do with that. He was on the spectrum, and they didn't know how to explain it.
Interesting.
Wow. Wild. Anyway.
Wow.
Just blew me away today.
All right, we got a lot coming up to you still this afternoon from Amp Media Productions. We've got Let's Talk Art with Amy Reshevsky. She's interviewing most of the artists that are in studio here at our Brooklyn Cafe Show Theater. So Jay Harmon will be here, Barbara Silver, Max Lazega, and Alan Benowitz is not, but tune in. We're going to get him back in here on the cafe, I think, next week.
It should be interesting.
So a whole lot of fun. So tune in today at 2:30 for Let's Talk Art with Amy Reshevsky. You tune in for our crew. Again, congratulations to Haley for graduating and all the graduates this year of high school and college and beyond. And happy birthday, Taylor. We're going to celebrate tomorrow as she's 21. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
Cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can pick in every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna say and craters, open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche, helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart.